What if I told you that there's a hotel in Los Angeles with a history so chilling, so full of mystery, death, and madness, that it has become synonymous with fear? A place where countless lives were lost, where the walls are said to be haunted by the souls of the departed, and where even serial killers once checked in without raising an eyebrow. This is the story of the Cecil Hotel, a place where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. But it wasn't always like this. The Cecil began as a grand hotel, a symbol of luxury, but it soon became a magnet for tragedy, drawing the troubled, the lost, and the wicked. Strange disappearances, unexplained deaths, and mysterious events started to haunt the guests who stayed there, and one of the most disturbing disappearances ever linked to the hotel would leave the world in shock. Who was responsible for the gruesome death that occurred under its roof? Was it a ghostly presence? Or was something far more sinister at play? What happened to Elisa Lam, the young woman whose chilling final moments were captured in security footage, only for her to vanish without a trace, and later to be found in the most bizarre and terrifying way imaginable? But that's not all. Behind every corner of the Cecil, a dark secret waits. And as the story unfolds, you'll realize why no one who has experienced the hotel's dark past has ever forgotten it. Are you ready to step inside the Cecil Hotel? Because once you do, there's no turning back. The Cecil Hotel is not just a building. It's a symbol of terror that has haunted Los Angeles for nearly a century. Let's dive deeper into its eerie past. In 1927, the Cecil Hotel opened its doors, designed to be a luxurious retreat for wealthy travelers. It was meant to be a symbol of grandeur and elegance in downtown Los Angeles. But just 2 years later, the Great Depression hit, and the area around the hotel became a hotbed for crime, poverty, and despair. As money dried up, the hotel's once grand reputation began to fall apart. It became a place for the desperate and the dangerous, and its corridors started echoing with the whispers of those who were struggling to survive. The hotel slowly transformed into a haven for tragedy, and over the next few decades it would earn the chilling nickname, the Suicide Hotel. The first recorded death at the Cecil Hotel was in 1931, when a man named W.K. Norton was found dead in his room after poisoning himself. Over the next few decades, the hotel saw more and more people take their own lives, jumping out of windows. Overdosing on drugs and committing suicide in rooms became a disturbingly regular occurrence. It was as though the hotel itself was drawing people toward their darkest thoughts. One of the most disturbing stories from the 1940s was the tragic death of Elizabeth Short, later known as the Black Dahlia. Elizabeth had been seen at the hotel's bar just before her infamous murder. Her body was found mutilated and discarded in a Los Angeles lot, and her case remains one of the most haunting unsolved murders in history. But the hotel's association with death didn't end there. It would soon become infamous for being home to serial killers. In the mid-1980s, one of the most notorious serial killers in history, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, checked into the Cecil Hotel. Ramirez was known for his sadistic crimes, including home invasion murders and satanic rituals. He stayed on the 14th floor, and hotel employees later reported seeing him walking through the lobby covered in blood, with no one questioning his strange behavior. The hotel's proximity to his crimes made it one of the darkest chapters in its history. But Ramirez wasn't the only killer to call the Cecil Hotel home. In the 1990s, a journalist named Jack Unterweger stayed there, who was later linked to the murders of several women. This history of murderers staying at the Cecil only deepened the hotel's terrifying reputation. But as frightening as this was, it wasn't until 2013 that the Cecil would become the site of its most mysterious and haunting tragedy. On January 31, 2013, Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, checked into the Cecil Hotel. She was traveling alone and had been posting about her adventures on social media. But something changed after she checked. Just days later, Elisa vanished without a trace. The police scoured the hotel for clues, but there was no sign of her. Weeks passed, and the case remained unsolved, until the hotel's guests began complaining about strange tasting water and low water pressure. When the staff finally investigated the hotel's rooftop water tank, they found something that would send shockwaves through the world. Elisa Lam's body was discovered floating inside the tank. But the most terrifying part was the elevator footage that was released to the public. In the video, Elisa can be seen acting in a strange and erratic manner. She enters the elevator and presses buttons, but the doors won't close. She looks nervously outside, then steps in and out of the elevator, as if talking to someone invisible. Her behavior is unsettling, as if she is being chased or stalked by something unseen. What's even more chilling is the fact that the roof access door to the water tank was locked, and only hotel employees had access to it. How did Elisa end up in the tank? Was her death a tragic accident, or was there something darker involved? The mystery surrounding Elisa Lam's death has haunted people for years, with countless theories about supernatural forces, a mental breakdown, or even a murder. Despite its infamous history, the Cecil Hotel closed in 2017, and the building was later rebranded as the Stay on Main. But the ghosts of its past continue to linger in the form of chilling memories, haunted stories, and unanswered questions. Many believe the hotel is cursed, haunted by the spirits of the people who died there, or perhaps by something far darker that still resides within its walls. So, the next time you walk through downtown Los Angeles and pass by the Cecil Hotel, you might want to think twice before stepping inside. After all, some secrets are meant to stay buried, and some places are better left unexplored. If you enjoyed this chilling tale and want to hear more stories that will keep you up at night, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll never miss another deep dive into the world's most mysterious places. Share your thoughts below. What do you think happened at the Cecil Hotel? Do you believe in the supernatural forces that might be at play? Or is there something more to the dark stories surrounding it? Let's talk in the comments.